What is up, guys? As you guys saw on the title, that this is an updated version of top 10 must-have units in the Halloween event update in Anime Adventures. As 3 days ago, I made a video on top 10 must-have units in Halloween update, and I came across on some units I have completely missed to mention that in the tier list. I decided to make an updated version of my last one. I do want to clear out that I have picked most of the best units that you can get from the banner, raids, leaderboards, and limited dungeons. Again, this video will help you guys farm and grind easily on the new Halloween event update dungeon. I do want to point out that these units I'm going to be mentioning aren't in any particular order in terms of importance or how good the units are or anything like that. Lastly, it would be appreciated if you guys hit that like button, subscribe, turn on your notification bell to get notified whenever I bring new videos out, and consider yourself becoming a YouTube member of the channel to support me even further than ever before. With that being said, let's get started with the video. Woo! Kicking off with the 10th unit, which is King Miram. The way you can obtain this unit is from the banner, and you won't be needing to grind as hard for the materials. You will be needing to evolve him. King Miram's attack type is an AoE circle with his damage and being 21,537 with his ability cooldown at 5, resulting his DPS 4,307, which is not so bad. Another alternative unit to use is Cell Super Perfect. To put into short, that Cell Super Perfect is a raid unit, and you'll be needing 16 imperfect for you to be able to get Cell into Super Perfect. I do not want to make this video longer, so I suggest watching my video on top 10 best mythic units for story modes update 6.5 in Anime Adventures Roblox. As I have roughly explained the whole concept of Cell Super Perfect, Cell's damage is 35,895, what the heck, making him the highest damage obtainable heal unit with his DPS 5,982, as his ability cooldown is sitting at 6 seconds, and he costs 71,400 yen to fully max upgrade him. I suggest max upgrading him after you've maxed at least 1 Yuta. Moving on to the 9th unit that I suggest bringing into the new Halloween dungeon is Speed Guard. This is a must-have money maker unit. Make sure you do bring Speed Wagon in your loadout to help you advance to the dungeon, as that max upgrade the unit will give you 2,500 yen per wave, and you'll be able to spawn 3 Speed Wagon, and it costs 8,800 yen to fully max each unit, so I do suggest maxing all 3 Speed Wagon early in the game. Going on to the 8th unit I suggest having in your team is Ghetto Maximum. The only way you can obtain this unit is from the event dungeon, so I highly recommend grinding for this unit. Ghetto Maximum damage at max upgrade and max level is 48,165 damage with his DPS at 6,528, as his cooldown is 7 seconds 0.5. Ghetto Maximum does get an ability at upgrade 7 where he will be able to attack air opponents, which makes him a hybrid unit, although I don't recommend using Ghetto as your hybrid unit as he is a ground unit, and you'll be needing to get Ghetto to upgrade 7 to even make him a hybrid unit when Jalal, King Miram, Erza Lightning, Corona, and Cell Super Perfect exist, you know. Although alternative unit is Erza Lightning, which is no longer obtainable, although it wasn't too long ago that this unit was unobtainable. Erza Lightning at max upgrade and max level does 44,000 damage with her DPS being 6,311, which makes her ability cooldown sitting at 7. Make sure to get your hands on Godspeed trait on Erza Lightning, as it will be overpowered for Erza Lightning to have. You will be able to spawn 4 Erza Lightning, by the way. And another alternative unit is Jalal Heaven, which I use every single time and grinding on the new Halloween dungeon, as his damage at max upgrade and max level is 51,000. With his DPS being 5,650, as his ability cooldown is at 9 seconds, actually, not 6 seconds. I also suggest having Godspeed trait on Jalal, as he will be overwhelmingly powerful, and you will be able to spawn 4 Jalal Heavens. And now, reading my script, I realized I should be using Erza Lightning, as it is a little bit powerful than Jalal Heaven. Now, this is why you guys should watch and send this to your family and friends, your pets, animals, for them to know what units you should use and make it easier for you in the new Halloween event dungeon. Woo! Advancing on the 7th unit that I recommend bringing to the new Halloween dungeon is Gone Adult. Gone Adult is a ground unit with his overpowered full AoE circle with his max range being 52, so I highly suggest placing him down on the middle of the map so you can use his full potential as a unit. What makes him great to bring him in the new Halloween event dungeon, as he can attack air opponents too, and this will be useful since you'll be encountering air opponents as you go further into the game, bro. The 6th unit that is a must-have unit to have and bring to the Halloween event dungeon is Utah Cursechild. With Utah's powerful big AoE line will serve you justice in the new Halloween event dungeon. Especially Utah Cursechild's damage is 151,867 with this ability cooldown sitting at 18 seconds, which means that his DPS is 8,437. I recommend trying to get this unit with a unique trait or divine, especially divine reduces cooldown and increases the unit's damage and range. Utah Cursechild is also a shield shredder, so bringing guildouts is not necessarily to have and more of a useless unit on your loadout to have when you have Utah. So make sure to bring your Utah, bro. The 5th unit on the list is Coyote Primera. I only suggest Coyote Primera if you don't own yourself a Utah Cursechild. Coyote Primera is a great shield shredder, especially with his big AoE width line. His damage at max level and max upgrade is 45,560 with his DPS being 3,504. as his ability cooldown is 13 seconds. It is quite easy to get his evolution items than Utah Cursechild, so if you're feeling lazy or cannot be bothered, then I suggest getting this unit. You can get Coyote from the banner, my guy. The 4th unit I'm going to be mentioning is another must-have and should be included in your loadout, which is Bulma. Make sure you bring Bulma and Speedwagon on your team, as you'll be needing as much income you will be needing, and have 2 money makers on this Halloween event dungeon is necessary, as the opponents aren't as hard to defeat and easy to solo when you have the units I'm going to be mentioning at the end of the video, so make sure you stay tuned till the end. Bulma at max upgrade will give you 10,000 yen at every end of every round, which you'll be needing as much money you need in this new Halloween dungeon. The 3rd unit I'm going to be mentioning is Perona Ghost Princess. She is a support, somewhat heal unit. What makes her valuable to bring, as she has a passive when you evolve her, making your opponent slow their movement by 5 seconds. Her damage at max level and max upgrade is 27,612, with her DPS being 4,602 and her ability cooldown sitting at 6 seconds. To get this limited unit is from the drops on the new loot. You can spawn 5 Perona Ghost Princess and cost 64,800 yen to max her. Alright, moving on to the next unit that I'm going to be mentioning is what I normally use in my Halloween event dungeon runs, which is Sakuna unit. On your loadout, especially in the new Halloween event dungeon, as you go further into the dungeon, you will see regeneration opponents, and having Sakuna will counter those opponents as he does bleeding damage, especially at max upgrade and max level. He will be doing 14,950 bleed damage over 3 ticks. Do keep in mind that the game uses a randomized system where stats are randomly rolled with 10% variance, so if you have a better Sakuna, then good for you. If you don't, well, suck it. Sakuna's attack type is an AoE circle at max upgrade. He's also have an ability that makes the opponent lose a body part, gives a permanent 20% more damage done to the opponent. One downside is that it has a 20% landing this ability on the opponent. Sakuna's total damage at max upgrade and max level is 59,000. This does not include the burning damage he does. His DPS is 6,000 damage with his ability cooldown sitting at 10 seconds. Sakuna costs 62,500 yen to max him, and I recommend maxing him last. Finally, the first unit that you should bring as an alternative if you do not have Gone Adult is Brook Sulking. He is a ground unit and semi-support, with his passive being able to buff his allies' range by 10% and damage by 15% for 10 seconds on his each attack. His attack stat max upgrade is an AoE full circle, although it isn't as big as Adult Gone. Brook Soul King's damage at max upgrade and max level is 89,739, with his DPS being 6,100, as his ability cooldown is 13 seconds. Alright, so we've reached the end of the video. Finally, for everyone who has been waiting for this, is that I recommend using... Alright, so let's go ahead and see. Since I have a unique Natsu, I usually use him, but since not everyone have a unique Natsu, so I'm not gonna be, you know, putting him onto my loadout. So what I would do if I was you guys, so let's say you guys have an electric Erza, of course you would want to use that. And then Gone Adult, of course, I usually use that. Or actually, I've been using Sukuna with his bleeding damage, and I don't really need Gone, you know what I mean? But yeah, up to you in your playstyle at least. And then what else? Oh yeah, if you don't have a heal unit, if you don't have Erza Lightning, I recommend using Cell Super Perfect or King Merum, Jalal, or Getu. I mean, not Getu, don't use Getu. Jelly Heaven if you don't have Erza Lightning, so that's pretty nice. What else? And then now, since you guys see that I have 2 units equipped, I'm gonna be equipping Yuta. But if you don't have Yuta, you can equip... Who can you equip? Oh yeah, Coyote Primera. Oh yeah, if you don't have a heal unit, you can use one of the brand new heal unit called Perona. So that's pretty nice. And you can replace Sukuna with Brook. So really up to you, man. But I do suggest this units I'm gonna be mentioning. And then I'm missing one more unit that I usually use. Actually, this time, since I'm not using unique Natsu, I'm gonna be using Gone. So this is your team looking like. And then Speed Card, of course. It is really important for you to get your 2 money makers, as there's only 2 money makers at the moment in the game. So I highly suggest using these, you know, loadout. But entirely I use this loadout when I'm by myself, so I make sure to include my unique Natsu. And this is my team that I usually use for on the new Halloween event dungeon and the new Hot Thriller Park. Yeah, so make sure to comment down below what you guys use on your loadout, since I'm interested on maybe I could be using a better loadout, you know, better team to like secure my wins and be better at the new Halloween event dungeon. But anyway, thank you all so much for watching this video, and I love each and every one of you guys, since, you know, I wouldn't be here without you. So thank you for watching my video. So thank you all, and I will see you later. Goodbye everyone, and good luck on your rolls, because I have stupid luck, guys. So good luck. I wish you the best on getting every single skins, you know. So good luck. Goodbye. Love you.